Good morning. Good morning, audience. Good morning. This is Teach and Read. I want to let you know about myself. I am an educator. I am trained to teach by Eastern Michigan University, bachelor's degree in biology, Wayne State Masters, where I was a principal, Harvard Redesigning American Schools, Bismarck State College. This edition is really for adults. In America, it's been said that we have a functional illiteracy rate of 60%. 27 years in education, teacher, principal, all types of capacities. But while we're here today, it's a concern. And I don't want to say anything bad about any schools because I know the schools are trying their hardest. But it is a tragedy in this great country. We were number one in reading, now we're number 24 in the richest country in the world. I'm gonna teach you how to read. I don't want to be too long. This is a new series. Teach and Read. I just wanted to let you know my credentials, so you see you're not just talking to someone up here who's just talking about a bunch of jargon. We're not talking about anybody. But anyway, let me just start with the lesson. If you have any kids, get your kids around you. My sister, her name is Jackie. She does bulletin boards. This bulletin board right here is Teach and Read. We're going to go through the alphabet. A is for apple. Remember, to talk about your reading inefficiency, you must address, it's like an alcoholic. You got to say that, hey, I have a substance problem. You got to say, hey, I can't read. I know it's very embarrassing. I know people who have worked for different companies and it's time to take the CDL. They've been driving the bus forever. One guy, or I want to say names, I don't like to embarrass. I used to be a manager out at Avis. And they passed the federal law that all the bus drivers had to have CDLs. The guy was driving for 30 years. He couldn't pass a test. He was functionally illiterate. How does one get to be 50, 60, 70 years old, 30 years old, 20 years old? Because in that No Child Left Behind, some people should have got left behind. This social promotion stuff that we've been doing has been a detriment to the kids. The teachers got paid, the principals got paid, everybody got paid, and Johnny still can't read. So instead of complaining, I want to do something. And parents, if you have a kid, even if you can't read, Ben Carson's mother couldn't read, but he was a neurosurgeon. You got to take your kids to the public library. It doesn't cost any money. My mother didn't have a lot of money. And because of her teaching me how to read at an early age, I had teachers. I could just go on and on about Miss Reynolds, Dr. Epps, Miss Carson, Miss Thomasine Childress, who just passed. I mean, these ladies were all about reading, and we didn't have technology like they have right now. I'm not. But here we go. We're going to do A is for apple, B is for boy, C is for crayons, D is for dog, E is for elephant, F is for frog, G is for goldfish, H is for hippo, I is for ice cream, J is for jet, K is for kite, K is for leaf, M is for monkey, N is for nest. These are the kind of things we need. It's called sight words. Teach and read. I don't want to bore you with statistics. Another thing people do not really recognize, word families. Word families. It's homophones. It's like when you see crab, nab, grab, jab. When you see AD, bad, pad, sad, glad. AG, bag, tag, drag, flag. M, damn, ham, sam, slam, ram. And, can, fan, man, pan. AP, cap, sap, tap, clap, strap. Snap, I'm sorry. At, bat, cat, hat, flat, rat. ED, bed, fed, lead, red, Ted. EN, ben, den, hen, pen. IP, dip, hip, rip. N, ben, fin, pin. IG, big, dig, fig. This is for grown people. If the young kids want to get into it, all of my kids learn. Well, I have 4, I raised 3. And one is a doctor, one getting ready to graduate, one is on her way to Loyola, one is an entrepreneur. But it's not even about my kids. I was blessed. This is for grown people like me. I am tired of reading people's mail because they can't read. So I want to do something. ET, and we talked about that. ID, bid, did, hid, kid, lid. Homophones. You know, you can say here, like can you hear me or come here. Pair of socks, pair. One, see, like can I see you? See, like let's go to the sea and ride the boat. You, ooh. Aunt, aunt. Mail, like a mail letter carrier and a male like myself. Write, like write a letter or write. Sight words. I don't want to go over this one right here. I was teaching a guy yesterday at a library. Sight words, book, clock, ruler, chalkboard, eraser, globe, backpack, pencil sharpener, scissors, lunchbox. I worked at juvenile homes, I visit jails, and 90% of the guys who are locked up in these state institutions, their reading scores. They build jails based on the reading scores, whatever the state assessment is, whether you're in Iowa, North Dakota, or Michigan. The last section is sight words again. Computer, coat, pencil, phone, paintbrush, crayons, calculator, wastebasket, window, crayons. My sister, she does these. I'm not promoting her business, but we was eating dinner with my mother the other day, and I was just saying, I got to do something. She said, I got something for you. This is my 7th time using this thing in less than a week. But I wanted to give this to my audience. This is a new channel. I would love for you to click, subscribe, and share. It's called Teach and Read. I'm going to do series. I'm going to put things together. I want us to read. I want us to learn. Back in the day, when I was a young man, we had this thing called SRA. It was like you started off, I think, like with yellow and you go all the way to black. That's how I learned to read. My mother, she would play cards, games with us called concentration. We had to go and pair up 2 4s, 2 7s. How do one learn? What I learned as a little kid, it may be low-level thinking, but how do we remember the Great Lakes? You know, Holmes, Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior. How do we remember the constellations? My very educated mother served us 9 pieces. You know, Mars, Venus, Earth, Venus. Educated mother, you know, Pluto, etc. You can just go on and memorize them. How do you remember certain things? But if you cannot read, I'm in New York, there's so many people just paralyzed because they don't know the difference between uptown train and downtown train. It used to be a time, this educational system that we have is built for a farmer. Certain metro areas, Pittsburgh, Milwaukee, Detroit, these are factory towns where you didn't really need a brain. That's all you need, but it's a new day and age. And again, we're not trying to judge anyone. I have a lot of skills, and I don't like to floss, but the facts are the facts. I paid a lot of money for these degrees. If I can come from the projects and get a master's, study at Harvard, go to Sorbonne, study this stuff. I read 2 or 3 books a week. And my educators, I love you, the ones who are sincere. And I know it's a lot of them are sincere. I mean, I got a lot of friends still in education. Support parents, support your teachers. Go to the library. I'm going to help you. Click, subscribe, and share. It'll be in confidence. My sister is going to make me more of these boards. But as we talk about homophones, people it's just you know they don't know the difference between the axe, like you axe a tree, and the ask. You know, some of these things are sight words. You know, you got to start rudimentary. That's why I want to go right here. You know, word families. That's very, very important. Very important that we get our kids, the next generation, in the information age. Get away from that TV. I mean, I'm not knocking the TV. You know, I like Sports Center. I love 60 Minutes. But restrict it, an hour a day. I watch TV at the most 30 minutes a day. I watch the news, and that's it. I listen, I read New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and Washington Post every day, and Detroit Free Press, because a good friend of mine is the editor over there. You know, I subscribe to support that. But again, until we meet, this program is called Teach and Read. Teach and Read. Please share this. Share this. If you want to screenshot it, screenshot this. Teach your kids. I don't want any money from you. I'm not selling you nothing. I just want to get the kids up to grade level. You know, they can use all types of profanities, but guess what? We got to invest in our kids. Please click, subscribe, and share. This is Teach and Read. I am your local educator. This is my first episode of this. Teach and Read. Again, until we meet again, thank you for letting me take your time. I will not be no more than 10 minutes. This probably went over 10 minutes, but thank you for staying with me. Have a great, great day.